Good evening, Jamestown. I'm Matthew Nies with your Tuesday, February 8th, 2011 JCTV News Update. Well, there are plenty of activities happening on campus this weekend. The Nerd opens on stage in the Ryland Auditorium on Thursday night at 7:30. The play will run Friday and Saturday nights as well. And also on Saturday night is Jamestown College Student Senate's semi-formal dance. Well, according to the Jamestown Sun, the Jamestown City Council said in last night's meeting that it will not pay flood or levee damages on private property this year. In 2009, the city paid almost $500,000 in flood damages to property owners, but the council said that they could not afford such costs again. North Dakota high schoolers already have to be taught financial literacy, but a North Dakota legislator wants to extend that teaching to middle school. According to the Associated Press, Representative Dave Weiler is proposing a bill that would require teaching personal finance concepts at least once in 6th, 7th, or 8th grade. While lawmakers approved the same requirement for high school students 2 years ago, opponents say teachers don't have room for more mandates on their curriculum. Meanwhile, some legislators say personal finance instruction could be included in social studies or math classes. Today, a Belcourt man was convicted in federal court of aggravated sexual abuse. U.S. Attorney Timothy Purdon says 35-year-old John Wallett faces at least 30 years in prison and could get life, along with a $250,000 fine. Authorities say Wallett had sex with one child younger than 12 from an unknown time up until the summer of 2008. Wallett will be sentenced in late April. In Egypt, new life was given to Cairo protesters today after a young anti-government leader was released from detention and addressed a group of gathered protesters. The Associated Press reports that while Khronim, a 30-year-old marketing manager for Google Incorporated, addressed a gathered crowd in Cairo's Tahrir Square. Khronim, who is a key organizer of the protesters' internet campaign, offered his condolences to the families of those killed in the protests. Some protesters insist that no concessions will do unless Egyptian President Hosni Mubarak steps down. But the protests, which began when Khronim and other activists used the internet to mobilize people to the streets, have lacked a representative voice. That has raised worries the regime could try to fragment the movement or traditional parties try to hijack it. Many in attendance at the gathering said they were moved by Khronim's television interview he gave last night. Well, it's certainly been cold lately, but the National Weather Service says warmer weather is just days away. Thank goodness. Temperatures this coming weekend will be in the 30s, 40s, and in some places, even the 50s. The warming trend is evident in our extended 5-day forecast as well. Tomorrow will be mostly sunny and very cold with wind chill values as low as -35 degrees. Thursday will be partly sunny with highs in the upper teens. Friday there's a 20% chance of snow with temperatures in the high 20s, but Saturday and Sunday will be fairly sunny with highs above freezing and lows in the 20s. In sports, the Jimmy men's and women's basketball teams are on the road tomorrow as they take on Valley City State University. The women tip off at 5:30, while the men start at 7:30. Well, today's history headline is the taking of Guadalcanal. On February 8, 1943, Japanese troops evacuated the island, leaving Guadalcanal in Allied possession. The American victory paved the way for other Allied wins in the Solomon Islands. But that was a different headline from a different day. For tomorrow's headlines, tune into JCTV. I'm Matthew Nies, and I hope you have an exquisitely recherché evening. Good night.